Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Football Lions. You can call me Richman. In fact, guys, Chelsea set a fee for our goalkeeper, a selling fee for Petrovic, and they call it a gentleman agreement. A gentleman agreement. And also, Chelsea want to sign an all-round attacker. And also, guys, a certain winger agreed personal terms to join Chelsea. So, shortly, in this video, we'll come and talk about all these transfers. By the way, guys, before we come and do the talkings, I want to say something here. Please, listen and listen attentively. Guys, after Liam Delap having a good debut, a fantastic debut, after the game, what I heard, I wasn't happy as a Chelsea fan. Particularly from some of the English media. What I heard, I wasn't happy. Guys, after that game, go and see what some English media pundits were saying. Hey, they started saying that Nicola Jackson doesn't even have a first touch. When you look at Jackson and look at Liam Delap, Delap look like a more direct striker more than Jackson. Delap is a better finisher more than Jackson. Delap should be starting ahead of Jackson. See, all the credit was going to Liam Delap. Yes, that was his debut. He gave an assist. Jackson also gave an assist in that game. But Charlie, it didn't look like Jackson even played that game. Or it didn't look like Jackson even gave assist or contributed something in the game. Everybody was talking about Liam Delap. And I don't have problem people talking about Liam Delap, what he did well or what he did good. I want Liam Delap to succeed. As we are speaking now, Delap is Chelsea player. I want him to come and give me the goals. I want him and Jackson to give me the goals next season. But I will not tolerate and I will not accept any bias and fairness on the part of these two strikers. I'm telling you. See, if Delap is scoring, we should be fair and be positive and talk good about Delap. And if Jackson is also scoring, we have to be positive about Jackson and be fair and talk positive things about Jackson. But immediately Delap had his debut yesterday, nobody gave credit to Jackson. Some pundits started tarnishing the image of Nicola Jackson as if Nicola Jackson never done a single good thing for Chelsea. All the credit, as I said, was going to Liam Delap. Nobody even talk about Nicola Jackson assist in that game. Everybody was talking, especially the English media. Please, some of the English media don't come and destabilize our team. Don't come and disorganize our Chelsea. We saw it last season at a certain club in Spain. The old guy who was doing all the things. When the new guy came, they forgot about the old guy who was doing or saving the team. So we don't want you to destabilize our environment. Allow these two young, fantastic players, developing players, to compete and give us the better performance and give us the goals. Don't put pressure on them. Don't pick one player and be hyping him so that it makes the other player jealous of him. We want to have a unity team, unified team. We want to have a consensuous team. We want to have a teamwork. I want my Chelsea to come back. But the way some of the English media started, guys, see, if they don't stop Jackson and Delap, I don't want to see what happened in Spain this season about a certain club in Chelsea. They started hyping Delap. And as I said, they started tarnishing Jackson's image. I'm telling you, Jackson can't even control the ball. Jackson is not that typical striker. When you look at Delap position and when you look at Jackson's position, yes, you can see that Delap is better than Jackson. Delap is stronger than Jackson. Delap is a better finisher than Jackson. Delap can score. No, we don't want that. We want all these guys to compete. And as we are speaking now, even if we are going to choose who is a better finisher, to be honest, guys, Delap doesn't score their entire career. Go and check. Jackson's entire career scoring goals. Delap entire career scoring goals. Delap didn't even score goals more than Jackson. So even if you are going to tell me that Delap is a better finisher more than Jackson, on what basis? On what facts? I'm not condemning Delap. As I said, I am supporting Delap. I want Delap to perform in Chelsea. I am all here for Liam Delap. I have a video yesterday after the game, my review. Yes, I said what are the positivities that assist the good play, and I even said I saw something and I said that he's going to break an Manankes. I like Delap. I want Delap to succeed in Chelsea, but I will not accept any mediocre. I will not accept any hypocrisy when we come to these two strikers. If Jackson do well, let's give it to Jackson. Let's give the credit to Jackson. If Delap do well, let's give the credit to Delap. But we shouldn't be giving all the credit to Delap because he is holding English passport. Yes, some of the English media, not today we are watching Premier League. Look at Grealish last season or this season at Man City. 100 million Man City signed Grealish. Last season he was a flop because Grealish is holding English passport. No English media is talking about Grealish being flop. The same as Philip Foden, flop City this season. But because these guys are holding English passport, nobody's talking about them. But if it were to be someone who doesn't hold English passport or a player who doesn't hold English passport, you will see some of the English media coming after them, coming for their head. Yes, those kind of words against, especially when it comes to Chelsea. The agenda against Chelsea is insane. So please, some of the English media, allow our team to function. Allow our Chelsea to function. I can still remember some of you guys said that we are not going to make it, even top 10. At the end of the day, we made top 4. Some of you guys said that Cucurella is a bad player. At the end of the day, Cucurella went there and won Euros. Cucurella, one of the best left back in the Premier League this season and across Europe. So please allow our Chelsea to rest. Allow this young talented Chelsea team, yes, to compete, give us the goals and the competition and the winning matches next season. Guys, this is what I have to say before I come to the transfers. Yes, but before I move there, guys, please don't forget to hit the like button and hit the subscription button for this video to reach more people on the YouTube algorithm. Let's come to the transfer. Let's start with DJ Petrovic transfer, guys. Information from Chelsea camp said that Chelsea and Petrovic agree on a fee called gentleman fee, 25 million. That is the gentleman fee. If any team come with the 25 million, Chelsea will allow Petrovic to leave. Chelsea will sell Petrovic 25 million. Guys, and first of all, I will say that Enzo Maresca and our owners, they scam us, Chelsea fans. They scam us. And the PR, yes, around Chelsea, they also contributed. Look at all the PR during the course of the season when Petrovic was performing at League One. Okay, next season Petrovic will come and join. Petrovic will take over from Sanchez. What and what? Chelsea fans, we were happy. Okay, we have a goalkeeper, Petrovic. He will come and save us. But he came, everything changed. Everything changed. And one of my videos, I said something, guys, that next season, if we are considering goes through Sanchez errors, nobody should come for Enzo Maresca. But for now, based on my research, Chelsea selling Petrovic, I'm telling you that Enzo Maresca doesn't rate Petrovic. That is why Chelsea is selling him. If Enzo Maresca wanted to have Petrovic in his goalpost, this will not even be a topic of discussion. Chelsea selling Petrovic. So guys, I'm telling you that based on facts that Chelsea is selling Petrovic because Enzo Maresca doesn't rate him. And this is where next season, if Sanchez doesn't improve and we continue conceding that cheap goals, errors, goals from Sanchez, I will come back to Enzo Maresca. So, Chelsea set a fee, agreement or gentleman fee. They agree on that 25 million. If any team comes for Petrovic, Chelsea will let him leave on 25 million. Guys, that is the latest for DJ Petrovic. But I'm not happy. I won't lie. I want a better performance, classic performance for my Chelsea. So any player who is doing well, I want him to come and play for Chelsea. As Santos performed well, now he's part of the squad. I wanted to see the same as DJ Petrovic, but unfortunately, that is Chelsea. That is the new owners. That is Enzo Maresca. So guys, let me hear from you under the comment section your thought and your opinion about Chelsea selling DJ Petrovic. And let's come to the next one. Chelsea want to sign an all-round attacker, as I'm quoting, all-round attacker. And they mention Kudu's name, They mention Ja Pedro and they mention Ekitike. Kudus, Ja Pedro and Ekitike. They want all-round attacker. That means a player who can play as a left wing, right wing, and attacking midfield, and maybe be a striker, all-round attacker. So these three wingers or players' names are being mentioned. Just looking up to. And yes, when you look at this position in our Chelsea team, indeed, we need such player in our front line, in our attack. Yesterday's game exposed everything. Or Chelsea game against LAFC exposed everything. When we come to our wing, you see our left wing, Madueke position, we need someone there. And you see Cole Palmer position, that attacking area, we need someone there. So I'm happy Chelsea said all-round attacker. And Kudus can play there. Yes, Ja Pedro also, he can play there. And Ekitike also, he can play there. All these guys are, yes, versatility or versatile players. So I'm very, very happy Chelsea want to sign, yes, all-round attacker. But, guys, let me hear from you. Among these three players, who should Chelsea go for? Kudus, Ja Pedro, or Ekitike? Who can do the work for Chelsea in that position? Because, see, we need to be resting. You see next season, you see Cole Palmer, you see Caicedo, they need to be resting. I'm telling you, because more intensive games are coming. And for Caicedo, Esugo is available now. Andre Santos is also available now. Yes, a level Cole Palmer position. So indeed, we need all-round attacker. Someone who will be taken from Cole Palmer. Even some games, let's say early part of the FA Cup next season or early part of the Carabao Cup, I don't want Caicedo and Cole Palmer to play more games in that level, yes, at that competition. I want them to rest because next season, Champions League, I want to see Chelsea go far. And before you can compete in the Champions League, you need your good players to be fit and be ready, yes, for those kind of elite competitions. So next season, I want a better substitute, a super sub, or a competitor for Cole Palmer. See, we need a competitor for Cole Palmer. It looks like Cole Palmer is getting tired. He's playing every game. Yes, he's no more scoring as the Cole Palmer we used to know last season. But Charlie, Cole Palmer contribution is still great in this our Chelsea team. When you look at the 2 goals Chelsea scored against LAFC, Cole Palmer contributed. Yes, he was part of all those 2 goals. So I know some fans are saying that, complaining about that, but Charlie, still Cole Palmer is contributing. But let's hope he come back to the Cole Palmer we used to know, that scoring Cole Palmer. But Charlie, his game contribution is still there. And I'm going to start Cole Palmer in every match. Yes, he's no more scoring, but as I said, the game contribution is there. So indeed, we need players there. We need a player who will bring a competition to Cole Palmer, yes, in that position. And the left wing, guys, a winger just want to sign from Borussia Dortmund. Jamie Gittins agreed personal terms with Chelsea. From Fabrizio, as we are speaking now, he agreed 7 years contract. He want to join Chelsea. That some rumors or certain teams are also coming for him, but he chose Chelsea alone. He want to come to Chelsea. So from Fabrizio, as we are speaking now, Dortmund and Chelsea, they are having talks. Dortmund and Chelsea are having talks about Jamie Gittins' transfer, and Chelsea want to see if they can conclude the deal by the ending part of this month. So guys, that is the latest information for Jamie Gittins. And another winger Chelsea to sign from Lyon. Information said that Chelsea made inquiries about him, Malik Fofana. He is Belgian international, 20 years of age, playing for Lyon. And he is also a good player, not a bad player. But all these guys, they are developing players. So they are not coming to be the next Jesus. No. They are not coming to be the main man. So Chelsea fans, let's lower our expectation on all this, and even Jamie Gittins and co. Even Garnacho is still on the list, and as I said, Kudus, Ja Pedro, yes, and Ekitike. All these guys are developing players. They have the potential. They have the room to grow, young players, but they are not coming to be the what? The next Jesus. They are not coming to be our savior. Yes, so they can come and click it or still started from the beginning, from the alpha, but it doesn't mean that they are coming to give us the goals or to give out that competition, but we are hoping for that. So guys, Chelsea interested for Malik Fofana. As I said, he is Belgian international, 20 years of age. So Chelsea made inquiries. So at the end of the day, if Chelsea doesn't get Jamie Gittins, Chelsea can go for Malik Fofana or Kudus or Ja Pedro or Eketeke or Alejandro Garnacho. Or so guys, let me hear from you, yes, under the comment section about this transfer in Chelsea camp. Yes, all what we discuss in this video, and please don't forget to hit the like button and hit the subscription button for this video to reach more Chelsea fans on the YouTube algorithm. Another video may come, and here's another video on this channel. Please click to enjoy them. Take care, peace.